Welcome back everyone. In the last video I made my way through Vale Woods and we've arrived in the Gilded Vale, and we haven't exactly had the most warm of welcomes. These people are pretty crazy, to be honest. You can see here that they've adorned their tree with a variety of people that they didn't particularly like. Some of them being dissidents, of which I am one. That's my player's background. Not a dissident in this area maybe, but perhaps later on. So yeah, currently my quest journal is to seek help for our condition for visions and whispers. One person who could have helped me is on that tree and in no position to help me anymore. So what should I be doing here then? So I need to seek help, it says, but I don't think it really tells me where to go. He said that one of the people on the tree might have had something I could take that might be help me out, but I'm not sure if that was he meant it seriously or not. What I really need to do perhaps is rest to I think that might suggest I need to rest somewhere. There's a couple of companions here I believe I can recruit, so I'm going to pay them a visit now, I think. And then maybe take a trip to an inn. So what's going on here? There's houses, there's a blacksmith, there's a road out east, a road south, temple, Black Hound Inn, road west. Right, so let's unpause.
My eyes are peeled.
I should probably stay in scout mode.
Got it.
In case there's something with well, secret objects is the only way you can find it. So let's talk to some people here. Okay, so there's some more dialogue we can do with Urgit. I'm afraid I still can't help you find residence here. Lord Redrick's son was deemed a Hollowborn. This makes circumstances even more fraught than before. So we found out about what Hollowborn is, and 3 bells tolled to denote that Lord Redrick's new son was Hollowborn, or dead, if in effect. So tell me about Lord Redrick. He comes from a line of nobles who have defended these lands since Edir times. Redrick II was an early supporter of Deerwood and independence during the Revolution, and the current Lord's father perished in the Saints' War. Hollowborn began appearing in Deerwood shortly after the war's end. And Lord Redrick has taken it upon himself to purge the curse from Gilded Vale. His measures have been severe but necessary. Unfortunately, it may not have been enough if the bells were any indication. So this guy's going around killing people just because they think it might help with this circumstances, this malady that's afflicting them, it would seem. Our age's most egregious example of man's madness. 15 years ago, the people of Red Ceres decided that Widwen, their living saint, was the literal incarnation of the god Aloth. Urgit wrinkles his pinched nose. This supposed saint took it upon himself to liberate the Deerwood, supposedly from allegiances to less worthy gods, but I've never known an army to conquer a land for its people's own good. The war lasted about a year, but you can guess what that year did to the worship of Aloth in Deerwood. Lord Redrick's forebears had all been Aothasians, but after his father fell defending from those fanatics, he personally saw that the temple of Aloth here in town was shut down. He points to the few ruined walls near the tree. There's religious war going on, or has been going on, it would seem, and no doubt religious persecution as well. So I'd like to know more about the Gilded Vale. We're a frontier village, as are most settlements in Deerwood. Gilded Vale hasn't grown much since its establishment in the colonial days, and the last 15 years have seen our population shrink further. It takes in the ramshackle houses and half-fallen fences, hence our recruitment of fresh settlers. So I think we can guess why it's been shrinking. Widwen's legacy, of course. Many women have had difficulty bearing healthy children of late. A few years ago, Lord Redrick decreed that no mothers of Hollowborn are to be allowed in the Gilded Vale. His mouth tightens into a firm line. His lordship dealt swiftly with the objectors. It may be harsh, but if it purges us of this curse, it is worth it. Is it not worth it? Tell me about those ruins behind the tree. That's what's left of the Temple of Aloth. His lips pucker. Lord Redrick's forbade worship of the dead god after the Saints' War. It's been abandoned for almost 15 years, but there are plans to rededicate it to Barath, the god of life and death. Enough about the Gilded Vale. Wasn't there one more option? Oh no. Right, so that's him exhausted, I think. There's that over there. I think we spoke to everyone over there, didn't we? So let's go and have a word with some villagers. What if that's not the baby? Maybe cults managed to hush. Are you mad? Leave it for indoors. Okay. Feels like we've been seeing more bandits along the roads of late. Yep. Fended off never right, so people really are unhappy with Lord Redrick, it was seen. Tuatanu, one of the best smiths in the Deerwood. Stock's been lousy of late. No doubt a quest related to that. Not much work, better luck in Defiance Bay. So you can get a good idea of what's going on by talking to these villagers. I think... Is that all of them? Yeah, probably. So... Something there I want to grab, so let's try that. And there's Edda, who I'll pay a visit to shortly. Blood moss, let's check out the tree. Scattered between the roots are bracelets of twine and bead, wilting flowers and notes half erased by the rains. Now, yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to get any item off anyone there. Although it kind of tiny suggested it in the dialogue. Right, so let's have a word with Edda then.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
Looking for anyone who can help me feel better. Strange way to talk about your dead. No, I don't need any help. Let's try that one first. He looks up at the tree and breathes out. Half the town's up there now, seems like. No right way to talk about it. I'm looking for someone who can help me feel better. He gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. He exhales and turns his attention away, watching the village around him. Okay. Man smiles broadly. Welcome to our lovely village. Now this guy is definitely a companion you can recruit, but not yet, it would seem. So I have no idea how you get around to recruiting him. I'm not sure if you want me to tell you actually who you can recruit or not, but you'll have to let me know in the future. I'm sure some of you, many of you know already that that's a companion you can recruit. So, where the hell do I go from here? Temple of Aloth, that's the ruins. Inn would probably be a good start. They mentioned that Smith or Aloth. Okay. Okay, more villages. What did he say then? I didn't catch that. Don't be stupid, it can't get any worse. Right, I think I've exhausted all of that, so let's go and grab that. Okay. Looks like there's a situation going on here. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
So, I can do a fight. Everyone calm down. Whatever this is about, I'm sure it's an overreaction. Say nothing. What's going on? I want to know... I'm going to say nothing for the time being, I think. See how it develops. What it's about initially, rather than get myself involved in something that's not to do with me. One of the other men glares at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. You've got a lot of Gaul mocking us in our own village. We don't take ill treatment from foreigners, especially not Adirans.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
Okay, I think he's about to get hit.
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
Right.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
Okay. I don't think attacking him is such a good idea. Back down, all of you. This is absurd. This is unnecessary. You're not going to take that from him, are you? So I could provoke them. I'm staying out of this one. Let's try the diplomatic option here, I think. We don't want your charity either, foreigner. They squint at you through red bleary eyes. It sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. They're drunk and I've just got myself involved now. And they've gone aggressive, right? Okay. So, am I gonna have to kill these guys? Looks like I might. Yeah, okay. Right, so let's knock that guy on his ass. At least try to.
Ha! Got him!
Okay. I think this is going to be pretty easy combat by the looks of it. Let's take that guy down. Oh, wow, took that guy out. And that's that. As the last of the attackers falls, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
Okay. You're welcome.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts, though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
He straightens his hood and you note the remains of frayed embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corfiser, at your service.
Okay. You better have more to say for yourself than that. How did you manage to get stuck out here? You know what? I'm gonna go for that one, I think. Considering he just effectively killed a few people. He holds up his hands. Please, I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was travelling with a caravan, but we were
In
separated
Griffin
by some
ruins?
ruins.
Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Okay. I'm gonna go with number 1 to start, I think. See if that piques his interest. And then maybe do that one later.
And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods.
Okay. What you doing in Gilded Vale?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
And you, okay. Yeah, I think I should probably ask him that. So, let's try.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
Okay, he nods at the gnarled old tree in the centre of town. So, starting glance takes in the tumbled down buildings and the fallow rock-strewn fields. I expect that such expertise would be best sought elsewhere, right? So it looks like we're out of luck here. How did you manage to cross those 3
I'm
drunks?
afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
Okay. You did tell that one man to go fuck his sister. Yeah, that would usually do it. You did make a rather loose suggestion regarding one of the aggressors and his own... Yeah, so... Let's do that one. That. He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeves. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. I'll just do that one. Let's see. For which I am grateful. Let's discuss something else, shall we? You don't exactly look like a sailor.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
Okay, so we've got an opportunity to get a companion, it would seem here, and I definitely need one, so do I. Let's go then.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Okay, so Aloth has joined the party. Let's take a look at him. So, quick save. And character. One bad thing I don't like about the companions that you can get to join you is you can't pick their stats. So he starts in the 2nd level, and to be honest his stats are far from min-max, so long term I'm not sure how good a companion he would be compared to the ones that you can recruit yourself. His lore is huge already, that will come in handy. He's a wizard and a wood elf. So wood elf have bonuses at range, and yeah, I'm gonna have to take a bit of a look in his inventory in a minute. Okay, so this is his grimoire. He's got access to 5 different spells at this level. Wizard's Double isn't... I don't particularly like that spell. The other ones are okay. They're not the ones I would pick for a wizard, but you can get more spells later on. He has a rapier. So I think... Right, he's got a scepter, which is a ranged weapon. Not particularly long range though. So... his armor... That's good, so I'm going to keep his armor actually. He's got a hood. Well, I'll let him keep it. Cape, let him keep it. Yeah, there's not much I can really do here with that guy. He's very good at lore though. What's his might? His might's got to be better than mine, so let's give him some things here. Let's take... Can I separate them? I thought there's a way to separate them, but it doesn't seem to be, so I'll just keep them on there. And might give him a shield as a backup actually, so let's put that there and hatchet for extra deflection. Okay. And does he have better mechanics than my guy? He probably does. Let's put yeah, so let's give him those. Okay. Let's grab whatever this is. So we've got a couple of clubs, dagger, simple clothing. Let's all stick that in the stash.
Yeah?
Okay, so what to next? Yin? I'm guessing.
Got it.
What's that? Black Hound Inn. The winds are clouded with the haze of accumulated smoke and cooking grease. Some item there, so let's go and grab that if I can. Okay, I think there's nothing more down here. Should probably change my... Well, I'll change my formations in between videos. I'll have the fighter at the front and the wizard at the back. I'll get round to it. Yeah, right, so into the inn. Something up there as well. Character sheet contains all the details about your party members. It also features statistics, reputations. Am I getting a reputation for anything yet? Not quite yet, but I will eventually. So floorboards are sticky with spills that no one has bothered to clean. How big is this area? Looks reasonably big actually. A lot of the indoor places in this game are absolutely huge, much bigger than they would be in real life, but it's kind of necessary, isn't it? Otherwise you wouldn't be able to see things very well on an isometric game. So let's talk here. The food's been awful lately. Right, let's go into larder. Thought this place is going under. I don't see Pearly around. That's the guy who got killed by the bear. Wish I had some minstrels. I think we've exhausted all of their options. Done that, haven't I? Pasca.
I'll see what I can find.
Yeah, I should keep the scouting. Some kind of brown slop is congealing in these dishes. Smells burnt. Right, let's have a word with Pasca.
Hail, traveler.
Oh, greetings and welcome to the Black Hound Inn. The innkeeper bows her head curtly. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by the way of a good meal today, she sighs. Unless you're fond of cold porridge. I'd like a room. Use some reliable help. Could I see what you have for sale? I'd like to know more about the Black Hound. You only said porridge. Let's ask that. Really? Well, let me see. The actual building's been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We get a lot of new faces in here too, fewer than we used to. I'll admit. I used to work the tables actually until the old owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him. He even left his poor hound behind. That's the name, see, the Black Hound. It's still sitting upstairs, pining after him, poor old girl. Place ended up in my hands somehow, she laughs. My very own inn, a lot of hard work involved, but it's been worth it so far. So it's a bit weird that this guy's gone missing, but it's a dangerous world. So you only... Well, let's check that. Aloth opens his mouth but seems to reconsider. Nothing for me, thanks. Of course, we're running a little short on goods these days, but we ought to have more soon. So grain, milk, beer, camping supplies. I could sell some stuff, and I probably will do. So when you're in an inn, you can sleep, and you actually get bonuses, long-term bonuses, until you next rest, I believe, if you sleep in certain quarters. I know there's something there which mentioned about that. Mechanics, perception, resolve, it may be worth doing that. Common room's actually free, so I guess free rest on board here then. I can actually recruit adventurers here, and if I can get enough coin, I will do that. So party management. So I can dismiss people if I wish to. Okay. I'll come back to that. Let's
Hi?
try that. Aloth looks at you with quiet attentiveness. How may I be of service? Tell me about Edir. I've been gone for more than a year now, but I suspect I'll always think of the forests and fields of Edir as home. With thousands of years of history and tradition behind us, and there's a sense of dignity and the responsibility that comes with that. He frowns. Of course his baggage as well, our imperial past is still fresh in the minds of many, as you may have noticed here. Has it been difficult to adjust to the Deerwood? People here are informal, hot-blooded. His mouth twists into a wry smirk, more attentive to insult than to duty. But as long as one avoids provocation, it's easy enough to get along. He steeples his fingers. I've gotten accustomed enough to keeping my thoughts to myself anyway. Yeah, I'm not quite sure he's quite got the hang of it, but... How long were you in Gilded Vale? He shrugs, fidgeting with the hem of his sleeve. Not much longer than you. As you saw, it was hardly the haven that has been advertised. Any thoughts on what I should do next? Well, you're in charge here, and as far as I'm concerned, any place is better than Gilded Vale. Right, that's all. Did I exhaust those options? I think later on, the companions actually speak to you sometimes, and there'll probably be more options of him later on as well.
Greetings.
So I think I want to hire someone. Let's ask about the porridge first. Aloth looks at you and shakes his head quickly. It isn't by choice, I assure you. We used to serve some of the finest meals in the Deerwood. We've had a damnable run of luck, is all. It's been a bad season for the crops, and we're running low on supplies. I sent Tenfrith up north to stock up. Tenfrith's our cook, you see. An artist with a good roast, but it's been days since he was supposed to return, and we haven't seen any sign of him. That's the guy who the bandits had. She sighs again. I've only just taken over from the last owner myself. I don't know what I'll do if he doesn't turn up. I assume I can come back to that. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Use some reliable help. Oh. Well, I wouldn't say I can speak from experience, but we do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you were to hire someone, I'd be happy to send them your way. Let me see what I have to work with. So yeah, it just takes you to that. Late for dinner. So that's that 10 Frith quest. Now I didn't ask her to do that. Oh, it's a task here. Find 10 Frith. So there's more details there.
Hail, traveler.
So I can just choose to do it rather than offer to help, which is good. I was expecting it to allow me to go back to that option, but it just kicked in anyway. So, not sure I'll get a reward now because I didn't bring it up though. So, please sit where we like. Like a room, I'd like to hire someone. Right, before I hire someone, I think I'm gonna have a look around here a bit more. Okay.
Got it.
So I assume
No problem.
it counts as stealing if I try to take that. I might find out in a minute. So nice and dry in here. Yeah, so... Oh, there's an all-on server. Let's have a word with them. I just carried the dishes. You want to talk to Pascal at the counter. There. Villagers. There's a table. Drunkards. And who are you then? Another fool come to answer Redrick's invitation. Our great lord had my sister run out of town after the boy was born. She was the only family I had left. Not sure where she is now. Blazes. I need another drink. Okay. Wasn't a task to do with that, I think.
Yes? Huh? Got it. No problem.
Villagers, Pearly. There's something there. Looks like it's an upstairs to this place. Okay, something weird going on. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this woman's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. Reach out for the soul or step back. Well, Curiosity killed the cat. Let's reach out for the soul. You see a woman emptying her satchel onto a tiny speck of an island and tries not to jump. Okay. Has that happened already? Did that happen before? Is that happening to us? I have no idea. Probably main quest again. Now we've got another one. Strom Brightblade. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. Let's try to step back one this time. Okay. Well, that didn't do anything, so let's try this one. And breathes a quiet sigh of relief. I think I might know what's going on here. Everyone has a soul in this game, don't they? And I believe there's basically reincarnation with the souls, so maybe this is previous lives of these people.
Sure.
There's souls, previous lives. That's what I'm thinking here. So there's a couple of objects here. There's a stairs up there. Is there anything back here? Looks like this is a storeroom. So let's check that out. Spoons hand by the fire, coated in brownish gunk. Right, at this point I'm probably over half an hour, so I think I'll call it an end of the video here. Start the next video. I'll try and see if I can nick any of these items without getting in trouble. Go upstairs and then further explore the Gilded Vale, I believe it's called, isn't it? Yeah, so I'll further explore the area next video. Right, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.